Hi everyone, Keyboard Warrior here, and today we'll be reviewing the Leobog Hi98 Pro. Leobog is one of my favorite company in terms of budget aluminium keyboards. They sell creamy out of the box keyboards at reasonable price, and the one we're reviewing is the closest we have to a full layout, which is great for new keyboardists. So this keyboard can be bought from AliExpress or 1GB at 120 to 160 US dollars, but the side printed variation that I have now seems to not be in stock. Regardless, you could always switch the keycaps later on because it's the inside that counts. Anyway, let's go back to the unboxing. The box feels premium but has a pretty bright green design. It's friction fitted, so lifting off the top cover, we have one super heavy board, but let's put it aside first. Here we have the accessory box, which includes your standard USB-A to USB-C cable, a Leobog keycap and switch puller, and two extra switches. Now onto the keyboard. Yes, there is a hard plastic cover for dust protection, but mine seems to be damaged unfortunately. But it should be alright since it's just for dust. Next up, a pretty detailed instruction manual. And lastly is the sheet summary, but mine is in Mandarin, so I'ma just put it aside first. Alright, on to the main prize. Ooh, such a duck beauty. Apologies, couldn't resist not pressing on it immediately, and ooh does it sound creamy. Now there will be a full typing sound test at the end of this video. So this is the design of the keyboard. It has a black aluminium coating with side printed keycaps. And over here we have a small astronaut decorative piece. The back is super clean with no loud design, just a small sticker at the bottom. So the keyboard has 3-mode connection using this branded USB dongle or a Bluetooth connection. The dongle is magnetic to the holder, which is at the top over here, and beside it is the USB-C port and the connection mode switch. Last thing about the design is this astronaut metal piece here, which can be removed or flipped if you want a blank mirror instead. And this is how it looks like when the RGB is on. Pretty cool and a nice design overall. On to the keycaps. This is a double shot ABS material one with shine through design, and overall it does look and feel pretty good. For the switches, we have the Rambo switch over here, and it's a linear switch with 5 pins. And over here I can see that there is a LED condenser, which will be good for this south facing keyboard. And here's the sound test of it. Now let's look at the teardown. This keyboard has 6 screws over here, and we can remove the top casing like this. So for the top casing, it has a very nice black coating, and the top left has light indicators for when your caps lock is on. The back over here has a magnetic part, which attracted my screw. And it also has some tape over here, which is likely for the force break mod to avoid metal pinging for where the metal parts touch. Taking a look under the hood, the PCB has one cable connected to the daughter board on the lower case, and removing it, we can see the 8000 mAh batteries. The bottom case overall is pretty thin, but that's pretty normal for Leobog, and after all they do make pretty good keyboard sounds. So this keyboard is gasket mounted, and it has this interesting design of gasket socks where it cups the plate vertically. Now under the PCB is a case foam with a PET bottom pad stuck together, and overall the combination feels pretty thick. Quite a normal thing for Leobog keyboards. As for the PCB, this is the back of it, and it looks to have a pretty intricate design, but it has nice flex cuts and no screws attached to the plate. And this is the front of the PCB. The design looks pretty nice and pretty clean, but do take note there is no screw-in holes for screw-in stabilizers, and we can see that it is pretty flexible with the flex cuts. Between the plate and the PCB is a PET transparent pad that has leftover loop from the heavily looped stabilizers. And what's left is an under pad sheet and a thick poron foam before we go to the plate. And finally, we have the polycarbonate plate, which is super duper flexible and one of my favorite because of how soft and easy it is to type on it. And honestly, that's all for my short review today. This keyboard is super sleek looking, great for newcomers and leaving it in the office space. I have a lot of content to edit but have been so busy, so I'm so sorry, but please bear it with me. If you enjoyed this review, do remember to leave a like and subscribe, and to end it off, here is the sound test.